What's good? Welcome back to Divinity Gems. My Sagittarius, getting out your reading for the week of November 12th through the 18th. Using a new tarot deck, Arcane Tarot by Timothy Lance. And then pulling an oracle from the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. Kim Dreyer, that one's by pulling your 9-card spread for the week. Sagittarius. Jupiter did go thinking to back home to you guys. I think your planet is back home. Should start to be feeling through the weirdness of this year. Back into your space, Sagittarius. As I shuffle, just to feel a whole lot of uncertainty around this year for you guys, and it's going to close a little bit differently than you expect, I think. 9-card spread for my Sagittarius. Get a lot of feelings of, why is this so hard to make moves that you've been trying to make? Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Emotional feeling here of trying to gain understanding a whole lot. Just an overwhelming feeling coming on as I'm shuffling for my Sagittarius as I pick up. Let's see what's going on. Queen of Cups definitely at the bottom of the deck, letting me know we are ready for something emotionally to take place here, that because that's not going the way we wanted it. But we're knowing what we desire now. We're knowing what we desire. First row, Knight of Wands is in reverse. The Lovers is upright. And the King of Cups is upright. If you look at the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, there's a different level of desire on the two of them. He's kind of thinking about the past, and she's kind of looking toward the future. That's what I noticed right off the bat. Where he's holding his cup and where she's holding her cup. And the look of thinking back in his face versus the look of looking forward in hers. That's what I noticed on these two counterparts here. With the Lovers being a true lover's depiction here. This is what you are desiring, and kind of in a dreamy state over, just kind of in your feelings about, but no action is taking place on that as of yet. Kind of in thinking mode, I see, with the Four of Swords being under that Queen of Cups, just in the thinking mode of who you want, maybe being stuck on the choice that you have to make in love, or really who has your heart at this moment seems to be there. As I'm looking at the dreamy look in all of these eyes, who you want is definitely on your mind. Four of Swords. She's laying back. There's a smile on her face, though. She's not looking back with a bad memory, as I feel like he is here. There's some bad memories as well as some good memories, maybe with the look of concern on his face. She's at peace. She's at peace and ready and happy and ready for love. So there's just difference in the two. The two women are at peace. Man, I don't know. He's Drake. But there's definitely a lover's choice here or someone on your mind. Next row, Two of Pentacles in reverse. The depiction is the woman there going in between the two. If that's in reverse, that's not the love situation you were desiring, the back and forth of what's stable, what's not stable, or different relationships that didn't work out, different situations that didn't work out. Queen of Wands being in reverse with that Two of Pentacles being in reverse. Queen of Wands is a special person. I mean, that's a power that you definitely want to be upright with, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands is you owning your power, you having wisdom with the moves you make and the actions you take. There was definitely a going back and forth at some point, maybe between two relationships, and you just were like, nah, I can't. I'm not that person. King of Wands is here. It's like he's judging what was going on, and he looked down like, With the Knight of Wands being in reverse, but the King of Wands being upright, I feel like you did take action with whatever this back and forth was. Maybe it was two people you were considering dating, or just trying to see if somebody would work out in your life, and neither one ended up. You were just not liking that back and forth. I really do feel like there was some double back and forth going on with the person that you were dealing with, and that's how you looked at them and made that judgment call that that's not what you wanted. And I feel like that's kind of past energy I'm getting. Dropping down, the King of Wands, I'm going to clarify as well. Dropping down, last row, we got the Fool card, which is kind of like, I don't know, it's the best way to show it to you. That court jester type of guy. There's lots of masks all over this Fool card. So I feel like when we are in this type of Fool energy, you are willing to just throw caution to the wind and be okay with exposing yourself and letting your true nature show, just being yourself. I feel like you're ready to just not put up any fronts for anybody, trying to make something work, trying to bring love situations together by being a certain way. You're just ready to be yourself again and really want a lover where you can be yourself again. And it can just be easy, because this, whatever was going on, was too hard. There's too much back and forth over it. This person may have been very arrogant, needy, and you decided it was the way he was looking around with judgment, even like you just hold on to your power because you're not interested in that and what they're selling you. It was a counterpart as well. I feel like this may have been, as we are in this divine masculine feminine type of twin flame type of relationships and connections going on across the planet for a lot of us. These are counterparts. This probably was a soulmate connection here that taught you something. This was female. The roles could be reversed, male, female. But this attitude on them was very boss-like. And I don't think you liked that a whole lot, Sagittarius. I don't think you liked the attitude of that person and the way they went back and forth. Maybe they were in another relationship on the side, but for however it played out, you decided you didn't like it and you stood on your own power, deciding that you wanted a more balanced love. Taking the mask off, but being afraid somewhat with that Ten of Swords of being hurt again and being done wrong again. Putting yourself out there though, but the fear is still around it. Six of Cups there, just that type of inner child hurt type of feelings right there with the Six of Cups. To me, I think getting over that type of thing and knowing that your power is your power does not come from the validation of anybody else loving you. So you stood on your power without this person, and now you're knowing that you just wanted and desire a true lover that isn't this way. Queen of Wands in reverse, that isn't that person. Just in a peaceful state right now of thinking about who it is that you want, Sagittarius. I wanted to come out. That was a Seven of Pentacles. That's work to me. You put in some inner work by going through this experience and dealing with that experience. For those of you who did have this Queen of Wands in reverse be it male or female, if you dealt with somebody in that type of arrogant type of energy where they just kind of really thought they were better than you or acted like they were better than you a little bit. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune come into that. And those things that made you feel insecure, those things about you, that little side of ourselves in the mirror that we don't want to see, that we look this way. And there's a warrior in there. And you fought through it. Through those insecurities, the Wheel of Fortune is spinning. Because this situation and that counterpart is actually what makes you a stronger, better person. That's why they are a soulmate, because they make you a stronger, better person. Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups. You got clarity to a lot of things that you were looking at with rose-colored glasses, or you will be getting it this week. But there's nothing more clear than a sword stabbing you in the skull, straight to the brain, a message that you're going to pick up, and understanding that you're going to pick up when it comes to love in that situation, and how it taught you something. How it taught you something, how it taught you to see with that hangman there, see something differently than you were seeing it. 11-11 hit on 11-11, as I say that, the hangman. You see something different now. You're going to get it, Sagittarius, in a way you weren't getting it, and how it affected you this year. That one message, this sword right here to the brain. You're going to understand how it affected your whole year. This one thing that you've learned right here, this one perception that you changed. One way you learn to look at love now differently. 9 of Wands. Here's your inner strength here. All fire, all power, and you're building it back up again. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. No longer feeling like the victim. No longer feeling left out in the cold. No longer feeling hurt and looking back and why this and why that. All over with. All over with. 9 of Wands is your power, and the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. No more negative thinking. You got this, Sagittarius. It's a different way of looking at the world of love. It's a different way of looking at it. Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Cups in reverse. None of that longing and nostalgic and going down memory lane and getting you stuck in that energy of sadness. You're not doing that anymore either. And that 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups and Lovers out. Something emotionally fulfilling is coming to you next, with the newfound strength that you have on standing in your power as a King of Wands. Even when somebody is trying to make you feel like you shouldn't feel powerful, you resisted that. You put that person down and you told them who you were. 5 of Swords. You fought through that mental frustration, insecurities. That's a sword that you had to swing to get out of it. It's fighting through fear. It's having the courage to go on. Even when you mentally already feel defeated, you still fight. You still fight. And you saw that situation was imbalanced. It might have took you a minute to see it with the Knight of Pentacles, but you saw it. And you moved away from it because it wasn't balanced. Lastly, the New. I knew that was going to come out. The New. Once you deal with something like this always comes out. And as you are desiring it because you deserve it, the New is being presented to you. May not happen right away, may come down the line as you are in this type of 4 of Swords energy a lot for this week. Just chilling and reflecting all on the whole situation and seeing those things that you did learn from it. And you learned something from it, Sagittarius. You really did. Moving on to your Conscious Spirit Oracle card. Integration. Definitely is going to be an Ace of Cups coming to you. You still deserve love, and you still will get love in the right way. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. But as I see that 44, and I see that integration, and I see this moon phase up here, I'm knowing that this is going to bring towards you a new Ace of Cups that is going to be emotionally fulfilling, because integration is still necessary for you now that you know love in an imbalanced way, and you are able to recognize love in an imbalanced way. The new desire for love and the brand new start in love is going to be an integration that's going to be a higher connection for you. That's actually going to, if this taught you what not to do, if this taught you the wrong side of love, this new connection of integration is to teach you a higher spiritual level of love. 44. It's a twin flame number. Hope you enjoyed your reading, Sagittarius. Hope that gave you a little positivity for the week to look forward to. Just getting that mental clarity, feeling back in yourself again. As I said, Jupiter back home with you again. That should feel great. And as he is luck, he is also expansion. That is the luck, the lesson learned, and the growth that you gained over a tough year of learning some things and dealing with some personal issues, and now getting to the understanding of why you had to learn those things is going to make you feel a whole lot better moving forward. When we're in the dark, sometimes through the lesson, it's hard. But once the light comes on and you can see the lesson for what it was, you appreciate that lesson much more. And you are strengthened moving forward because you are armed now with the new knowledge that you didn't have before on how to proceed. Nothing can stop you at that point. You can only get better. You can only get better. Good reading. If you need to book a personal, www.divinitygems33.com. Thanks for hanging in with me. Till next time.